If you are struggling with marketing, with sales, or you want to really be able to grow your business without having to spend a fortune on marketing campaigns that may or may not work, this one works, and you're going to want to pay attention and take some notes on it. This is the number one way to double your business, the Dream 100 strategy. We've talked a lot about this. This actually comes from an article at chetholmes.com. And it's a very interesting story. If you're not familiar with it, I talk about it all the time in some of our trainings for small business owners, for Funding CEO Academy. But basically, the concept is that Chet Holmes was one of Tony Robbins' business partners. But before he became Tony Robbins' business partner and became very world famous as a sales and marketing expert, he was working in kind of an entry-level position for Charlie Munger. And then he was kind of put in charge of sales and marketing for one of Charlie Munger's, I think it was like a magazine type thing. This is in the 80s when magazines were a much bigger deal. And so they're like, hey, we need to sell more advertising, because when you have a magazine, it's like all your money basically comes from ads. And so you need to sell these advertising spaces and pages and things like that. And so that's what they had to do. And they gave them a list of 2,500 potential buyers, other businesses who might want to advertise their business in this magazine. And they're like, yeah, just reach out to these 2,500. Here's some phone numbers. Here's some mail addresses. Let us know what you can do to generate some sales. So he's like, oh, this is terrible. So he goes through and he's like, I'm not going to this is great. I'm not going to go through 2,500. He's like, who's doing all the buying? Who are my dream clients that I want to work with? And he narrows it down to basically the top 100. And he's like, oh, these top 100, they're buying 95% of the ads in this space. So why should I waste my time with the other 95% that are going to do nothing or very small orders? And so he spent all this time with his Dream 100. And for the first 4 months, he is sending out mail pieces with like a ball or something in it so that people are like, oh, what's in this? This is weird. It gets their attention, gets them to open it. And then he would call them twice a month, his Dream 100. And he did this for 4 months. Guess how many sales he had?
No, not a lot.
He had none. He had no sales in 4 months. He's like, shit, this isn't working, but it's got to work. These guys do all the buying. And in month number 5, Xerox, which was kind of like the Apple of our day back in the 80s, says we're going to buy the biggest ad ever for your magazine, broke a record. And then every month after that, multiple of the Dream 100 came and they were purchasing ads. They really resonated with the way he reached out to them because he just stopped wasting his time with the other 95%. He just said, hey, these are my Dream 100. I'm going to just focus everything on them. And he was able to double that business every year for 3 years. And then from there on became Tony Robbins' business partner. He taught karate for 23 years. Just a really cool guy. Unfortunately, he passed away from cancer way too soon, but he left his mark with so many business owners. Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels. Yeah. He built ClickFunnels off of this strategy, and funny enough, 7 Figures Funding our business, 90% of our business comes from our Dream 100 of our top partners who send in the majority of our business. And the cool thing about this strategy is you're not spending a fortune. Like, you're just reaching out. Maybe you send some mail. Maybe you spend a little bit of money on some technology, but it's very cost effective and it's the fastest way to grow your business. What have you seen about this strategy that's been so powerful at helping businesses grow?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with this strategy, Leo, is you need to understand how to make it a win-win, right? You can't just ask for a handout for this company to provide all the leads for your business to succeed. Oh, yeah. And sometimes I think people forget how expensive marketing can be and how even with a really, really good marketing campaign, you may be giving away 30, 40, 50% of your margins. And so to go do a joint venture with a group that already has all of your clients and to say, hey, I'll give you 30% of all the revenue generated or 20% or 25% of all the revenue generated, that's still a really, really good deal. Oh, yeah. Yet sometimes people think, oh, you already have the clients. It's not costing you any extra. Here's a couple bucks every time I sign someone up, and it totally defeats the purpose. So I think the key is understanding and framing it in the right way to make this a win-win for both parties. At that point, there's no better strategy than the Dream 100. We've literally seen it work right here in our own business and for other businesses that we've coached and trained and mentored.
So true. And so when you look at like an Elon Musk type business, like a Tesla or whatever, like it's all focused on customer centricity. How can I serve you, customer client? How can I give you and over deliver results to you? And this Dream 100 strategy is, hey, I'm going to take care of your client, but how can I serve you, my strategic partner? Oh, you've got these customers who want to buy your high ticket stuff. What if we can finance them? Now you can help more clients grow it's all about how you're going to help and serve them, solve their problems. And if you can solve their problems, then they're going to want to work with you. And part of that is absolutely paying an affiliate commission. And what's great about this? You know what your margins are. If you're paying 20, 25% to that partner, now you know what your margins are. The problem with a lot of marketing is it goes up and down. All of a sudden, Facebook or YouTube, change their ad algorithm and costs double and triple, and now you're not even you're actually losing money. What's awesome about the Dream 100 is what your margins are going to be because of the specific amount that you're paying that the market asks of you. And so it's such a powerful way to grow business, but you're exactly right. It's how can I serve you? How can I provide more value to you as my referral partner so that you want to keep sending business into me?
Exactly. Yeah. Case in point, like we just did with our Airbnb business, understanding, I guess, economies of scale where I can have my property rented out every single week, every single month, all year long and make X amount versus I'm going to do this on my own and keep 100%, but I only get 20 weeks rented out. It's understanding the math there and understanding your business model. And like we said in the very first topic, knowing your finances and having a proper business plan. But I'm with you, Leo. I don't think there's a better way to market than the Dream 100.
So there's your mastery topic, guys. Make sure you take notes, review this. If you found value, share it with other small business owners so they can grow their business. We live in a world of abundance. There's enough to go around for everybody, but these are true principles that if you implement will lead to massive growth and success in your business.